Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Tangled Up in Book. So today's video is gonna be like a reading updates on what I've been reading in February. So yeah, and then at the end I have a little announcement, so stay tuned for that. Okay, so let me tell you guys, February was not a good reading month for me. I read one book and started two other ones but didn't finish them. So yeah, that happened. So the one book that I did finish was Forest of a Thousand Lanterns by Julie C. Dow. This is a reimagining of the Evil Queen story from Snow White, set in a fantasy East Asian inspired world. This was a really good book. I really enjoyed it. I believe I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I have a full review on this book on my blog waitwhat2016.com. I'll put it's right here, so a full review on it if you want to check that out. So yeah, so that's Forest, Buttons and Lanterns by Julie C. Dow. Then the next 2 books I started but I didn't finish, unfortunately. Things happened. So the first book that I started in February but didn't finish was Surprise Me by Sophie Kinsella. This is one of my most anticipated books of 2018. So it's a story about a couple who they go to a doctor's appointment and then they're both really healthy and they should live for like a real long time, so that kind of freaks them out, and they just are trying to figure out how to keep things exciting in their marriage for all those years are to come. But then things start to happen and things start to come out. So basically I'm on chapter 3. Yeah, like I did not get far away. What page am I on? I'm on page 42. So basically what happened is that I'm the kind of person that I prefer short chapters over really long chapters. And this book, I think it has like 18 chapters and they're all really long chapters. Like chapter 3 is 41 pages. And I'm just like, why? Why you gotta be that long? So I think that's one of the reasons that I have been putting off reading it, just because, I don't know, when I read a chapter that it's like really long, I'm just like, I feel like it's never gonna end. I don't know, I'm weird. So yeah, I just feel like that's like just the main thing that's in my mind. Like I could be like enjoying them, I'm like, why? Like this chapter is never going to end. And the thing with me also is that I don't like to stop reading like mid-chapter. I like to read a chapter full on. So like when they're longer chapters, it's hard to do that because I may not want to read 41 pages in one sitting or I may not have time to read 41 pages in one sitting. Not all the chapters are 41 pages, but the third chapter is, and actually I stopped mid-chapter for chapter 3 because I'm just like, I couldn't. I'm like, I need to stop. So I stopped when there was like a scene break. So yeah, so there's that. Then the next book that I started in February but haven't finished is A Wrinkle in Time by Madeline L'Engle. I still don't know if I'm saying that right or wrong. So this is a story about a girl named Meg, and her father is, like, I'm on chapter 4. Well, I'm on chapter 5. I read 4 chapters. So I don't know. I still don't know too much. I just know that her father is missing, and everybody thinks that the father left. Like, he left the family, and then he's not coming back, and he left with some woman. But that's not the case in point. So then these 3 these 3 magical women show up, and they like, they come and get Meg, her little brother, and this kid that lives in the neighborhood, and they go on a journey to save the father, I guess, pretty much. So yeah, I'm reading the Disney movie is coming out on March 9th, so you know how to read the source material before watching the movie. So yeah, so there's that. And the reason why I stopped reading A Wrinkle in Time and surprised me as well is because I may have or may have not gotten addicted to The Flash, the TV show. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. So yeah, I've been binge watching The Flash on Netflix. So I haven't been reading, so that's a thing. But yeah, I am hoping, no, I'm not hoping, I will get back to reading these 2 books and finishing them in March, and as well as reading other books, because that's a problem. I only read 1 book in February and didn't finish 2 books that I started. Like, that's a problem. So yeah, now on to the announcements. So if you guys remember, if you guys have been watching for a while, back in December I participated in the readathon by Zoe's 24-hour readathon. So I don't remember when it was, like last week or something. She announced that the next one, her next 24-hour readathon, is going to be on March 3rd, which, if I'm planning this right and I'm posting this when I want to, today's Friday, March 2nd, so the readathon is tomorrow, so I'll be participating in the readathon tomorrow. Oh, I'm like, I need the books. So basically, I'll link her video down below where she explains what the readathon is. But basically, the readathon, you read as much books as you can in the 24-hour period. So the readathon starts March 3rd as soon as it hits midnight in your time zone. So as soon as it hits midnight, you start reading. And it ends on March 3rd at 11:59 p.m. So 24 hours. You can read as much as you want, as little as you want. You could do whatever you want, basically. There's no theme for this readathon. Last readathon, it was a holiday one because it was in December. So yeah, there's no theme for this one. But I kind of made myself a theme. My theme is read and finish the library books that you have out. Yeah. So now I'll share with you guys the books that I'm planning on reading for the 24-hour readathon tomorrow. So the first book is The Bad Seed by William March. So this book is like a mystery thriller type of thing, I think. So basically, I heard about this book on the show Pretty Little Liars in the first season. Hold on, I'll tell you which episode. It was season 1, episode 18, and the episode is called The Badass Seed. Hence, so basically in the episode, they are doing the play of The Bad Seed and other things going on because, you know, Rosewood. When they're like talking about the play in the book, it sounds really interesting, so I decided to pick up the book from the library and actually read it. And also, I have a list of Pretty Little Liars episodes. There are actually books. They're like the title of the episodes is inspired by a title of a book, so I'll link that blog post down in the description box as well. Okay, that's the first book I'm planning on reading. The second book I'm planning on reading is Wires and Nerve by Marissa Meyer. It's a graphic novel based off the Lunar Chronicles series, and it follows Aiko on an amazing adventure. So yeah, I'm really excited to read this. I can't believe it took me this long. I wanted to read this for a while. I can't believe it took me this long to realize, hey, you could just borrow from the library and read it. Because graphic novels are actually really expensive. Like, this is $22, and I'm like, I'm not about that life. So library it is. I'm planning on reading this, and since it's a graphic novel, it shouldn't take me that long to read it. So I should be able to, in the 24 hours, read The Bad Seed and Wires and Nerve. And if by some magical, like, I don't know, if like by some miracle I finish both books, I'll pick out another book. I'm not exactly sure which one. I may do another library book, but depending on which ones come up hold, between now when I'm filming this, which is Wednesday and Saturday. So it all depends on that. So yeah, that's it. So that is my reading updates for February, as well as my little TBR for the readathon on March 3rd that is hosted by Read by Zoe here on YouTube. So yeah, that's it. Always, all our social media links will be linked in the description box, and all the links that I said I will link them below. And don't forget to like this video if you liked it. It will let us know what kind of videos we should keep posting on here. And don't forget to subscribe to become a member of this little Tangled in My Books family. We really appreciate it when you guys subscribe. And please let us know in the comments if you are participating in the in Read by Zoe's 24-hour readathon by Zoe, this Saturday, March 3rd, and what you're planning on reading for the readathon. So yeah, so catch you guys next time here in Tangled in My Books.